My beloved child, imagine this. You wake up, but you don't jump out of bed. Your body's there, lying still, while your soul feels like it hasn't caught up yet. You stare at the ceiling, seconds, maybe minutes, before even thinking about moving. Outside, the world's already buzzing with its loud, careless rhythm. But inside you, there's this quiet, heavy emptiness. No knock on the door. No, hey, how'd you sleep? Not even a text lighting up your phone. That good morning you secretly hoped for. It doesn't come. And that small absence, the one no one else notices, stings deeper than you expect. But here's what you don't see. I was already there. Before your eyes even opened, I was with you. Not by your bed or outside your window, but in that hidden place inside your spirit. The part you don't fully understand yourself. I saw it all. The quiet sadness you try to bury under routine. The it'll pass you tell yourself. I felt the weight in your thoughts. The loneliness you don't name, but can't shake. And that's why I'm speaking to you now. No middleman, no fancy rituals, just me, the one who knows you better than you know yourself. You are not alone. That's not just a feel-good line. It's a truth older than time, a promise that never runs out. You can be surrounded by people, family, friends, crowds, and still feel invisible. You can smile at the lunch table while wondering if anyone really sees you. I get it. I know that ache because I'm right there with you every single moment. I'm not some far-off God who only shows up on Sundays or in big dramatic scenes. I'm the one who wakes up with you in the silence, holding your soul when it's screaming without a sound. Think back. That time you cried in the bathroom, hiding so no one would see. I was there. That moment you felt guilty for not being strong enough, even though everything looked fine on the outside. I was there too. And even when you ignored me, forgot me, or doubted I was listening, I stayed. I never left. Have you ever wondered why you're hearing this right now? Why these words found you at this exact moment? It's not random. It's an answer. You've been praying with a silent heart, crying out with tired eyes, and I see it all. I read the soul behind them. You don't realize how far you've come. You don't see how much you've carried, but I do. That's why, right now, I'm reminding you, there's someone who sees you from the inside out, and that someone is me. If no one said it yet today, let me be the first. Good morning, my son. Good morning, my daughter. Heaven woke you up with care. You might not hear trumpets or voices, but there's a spiritual movement happening simply because you opened your eyes. Your existence matters. There are promises still alive over your life, purposes that haven't faded. Even if everything feels stuck, I'm working behind the scenes. Even if it all feels cold, I'm the fire that never goes out inside you. I know you wish people noticed you more, checked in, asked how you're doing, cared about your quiet moments. But here's the truth. Your value doesn't come from what others see. It comes from the one who made you. And I made you with love, with intention, with destiny. I don't make mistakes when I choose. And I chose you. I chose you knowing everything. Your stumbles, your doubts, the times you ran away, the moments you wanted to quit, the harsh words you thought, the dreams you let go of. I chose you, knowing what's still ahead. And I still say, you are worth it. You are loved. You are seen. You are held. Even when you feel like you're falling, don't ignore this anymore. Don't pretend everything's fine when I know it's not. I don't want fake smiles. I want you just as you are. Fragile, confused, tired, but still breathing. And that breath, it's proof I'm still here. If I'd given up on you, you wouldn't have woken up today. Waking up is a sign your purpose is still alive. It's proof heaven hasn't walked away. It's a fresh invitation to walk with me, even if your steps are slow today. Before the world pulls you in, listen to me. Take a moment, not just to pray out of habit, but to open your heart. Talk to me like you talk to a friend, a father, a safe place, because I'm all of that to you, even if you've forgotten. Close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath. Let this truth sink from your ears to your chest. You are not alone, and you never will be. Today, I chose to start your day like this because you need to remember the presence that matters most hasn't left you. You've been carrying more than you should for longer than you realize. Some burdens you've hidden so well, you don't even notice how much they drain you. There are old hurts you haven't talked about in years, names you tried to forgive but still feel raw inside, situations you shoved into a corner of your soul, hoping time would fix them. But time doesn't heal what you don't face. I see those open wounds, even behind the smiles you've learned to wear. Some days the past shows up uninvited. A memory, a scent, a song, a random word. And suddenly, everything inside you wobbles. You try to act like it doesn't hit you, but I see it. I notice when your eyes go blank for a moment, when your mind drifts to that place where the pain still whispers louder than you'd like. And that's where I want to step in today. You weren't made to keep running from yourself. Do you really think you're alone in those memories? That I didn't see what happened? That I didn't feel it when you were ignored, betrayed, pushed aside, forgotten? I saw every tear you hid. I heard every word you swallowed to keep the peace. And when you thought about giving up, I stood between you and the edge. You didn't notice, but there were nights when darkness tried to take you down, and my hand held you steady, even when you'd already let go of hope. You're not as weak as you think. You're just tired, and being tired isn't a flaw. It's human. That's why I'm here, telling you it's okay to rest in me. You don't have to carry it all alone. You don't have to fix everything with your own strength. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't to keep pushing. It's to let yourself be cared for. Will you let me take care of you? That might sound strange because you fight so hard to hold it all together, don't you? You trust me a little, but when things slip out of your control, you panic. You try to fix what's too big, hold on to people who've already left, rebuild with shaky hands. Then you get frustrated, hurt, and think it's punishment. But it's not. It's just you relying on yourself too much. You weren't made to walk without me. I haven't left you. You just pulled away, trying to be stronger than you need to be. Here's the real strength. It shows up when you admit you're weak. When you say, I can't, I step in and say, I can. When you let go, I lift you up. When you cry, I wash the hurt away from the inside. That's where healing starts, not the surface kind. Not just a quick emotional fix, but the deep healing that changes your soul from the core. Today, I want to heal that loneliness, not by tearing it out, but by showing you it doesn't have to grow anymore. You don't have to feed it. I'm here, and I've always been here. Loneliness can exist, but it doesn't have to rule you. When it creeps back in, remember this. Loneliness isn't just about missing people. It's about missing meaning. And when you have my presence, you find meaning, even in the quiet. So stop running from yourself. Pause for a moment and ask, what am I really trying to escape? Because here's the deal. As long as you flee from your pain, it'll jet you. But when you hand it to me, it starts losing its grip. I'm not afraid of your broken pieces. Your doubts don't push me away, and your flaws don't shock me. I'm God, but I come close like a father, a friend, a safe place. I don't ask for perfection. I ask for truth. If your truth today is I'm hurting, that's where I start working. Do you remember the last time you felt truly seen? That rare moment when someone got you without you having to spell it out. That's what I offer. A connection that doesn't demand you perform. A presence that never leaves. A love that doesn't waver. You don't have to wait to be better to come to me. You don't need to fix everything first. Just be real with me, because I already know it all. I just want to hear you say you still want me close. And if you're doubting, listen up. I've never stopped loving you. Not once. Not in your darkest moments. Not when you felt worthless or lost. My love doesn't shift or fade. It's the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, and it's covering you right now. So lift your eyes, take a breath, and tell yourself, I am not alone. I never have been. God is still with me. That's the truth that shatters the lies the world fed you. That's the truth that heals. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like a stranger? Run your fingers over your face, searching for who you used to be. Sometimes it feels like you've lost yourself, the spark in your eyes dulled to a haze. Your dreams drifted out of reach, and the worst part, you got used to it. But I haven't. I still see what you can't. I call you by your real name, not the labels pain stuck on you. Weak, failure, invisible. Those didn't come from me. I've never seen you as a mistake or a burden. From the start, I shaped you with eternity in mind. You're not what they said you were, not what your scars tried to turn you into. You're not defined by your falls or the times you were pushed away. You're mine, crafted by my hands, carrying something sacred inside, even if it's buried under life's mess. What breaks my heart is watching you believe the lies. Lies the world whispered. Lies you picked up like they were facts. You're not enough. You're not loved. No one would care if you vanished. Maybe you still believe them, quietly. But today, I'm tearing those down with one truth. You are mine. And that changes everything. Being mine means your story isn't random. Your pain isn't overlooked. Your worth isn't tied to applause or attention. Being mine means you're seen by eyes that never tire of you, that don't compare you, that don't expect you to fake it. Do you realize who you are when you see yourself through me? I see someone who's carried more than anyone knows, who kept going after being left behind, who hid their fears to protect others, who cried quietly to not seem weak, who wanted to give up but stayed. That's courage. That's faith showing up as strength. You're not weak. You're a warrior, a survivor. And more than that, you're loved with a love that doesn't care how well you perform. I'm not just with you when you're okay. I'm especially there when you're not, when you can't get out of bed, When you feel small, when all you wanted was someone to say, "I'm here and I'm not going anywhere." Well, I'm saying it now. I'm here and I'm staying. It doesn't matter what's been done to you. What matters is what I can do from here on. I can transform. I can bring new meaning. I can restore what feels impossible. You'll still be surprised. You'll still find days of real peace, moments of pure joy. You will look in the mirror and see beauty, not out of pride, but out of freedom. When I touch your soul, even your eyes shift. Your whole being feels lighter. Have you noticed how, even at your lowest, something kept you going? A thin, steady thread holding you together. That's my hand. If I've held you this far, why would I let go now just because it's tough? I'm God. Nothing hard for you is too big for me. Today, I'm reminding you what you carry. You're a home for promises, an answer to prayers. From long ago, a vital piece in a plan you can't fully see. Don't view yourself as a leftover or a misstep. You're right where I can reach you, right where I can change you. The storm around you wasn't meant to sink you. It was meant to show you can still swim. And if you feel like you're drowning, it's because you're trying to do it alone. Let go. Let me teach you how to float in my presence. You don't have to prove anything. Just let me be what you can't be right now. You've tried so hard to please, to measure up, to fix, to control. But I made you to be, not to constantly strive. Being my son, my daughter, means living in rest, not stopping everything, but knowing you're cared for as you go. You're guided, held. Even in a desert, it's not the end. It's a path. I'm the God who keeps you steady in the dry places and leads you to something better. Stop seeing yourself as trapped with no way out. You have the greatest way out, me. When you walk with me, even if you're alone in a crowd, you're never truly alone. I want you to dream again, to believe again, to smile again. But most of all, I want you to trust again. Without trust, love feels far off. But my love is close, right here, right now. So say it softly to yourself. I am seen. I am loved. I am cared for. Repeat it until your heart catches up. You can do it quietly, but talk to me now. I'm listening, my beloved. You've been living locked inside yourself. No chains you can see, but they're real. Repetitive thoughts telling you you're not worthy. Memories that hit you every time you try to step forward. Old voices you've carried without noticing. You'll never change. No one cares. If you were loved, things would be different. Words from others, maybe even from you, that built bars around your soul. But I didn't make you for a cage. You've accepted things as normal that aren't from me, blaming yourself for everything, taking on burdens that don't belong to you, punishing yourself for past mistakes. That's not justice. That's self-inflicted guilt. I didn't call you to live weighed down by shame. I called you to live in grace, to walk free. For that, you need my truth. The truth is, you're still holding wounds you should have let go of long ago. Wounds you've made part of who you are. Wounds you protect like they define you. But you're not your pain. You're so much more. As long as you feed those wounds, they'll choke the life out of other parts of you. How many times have I tried to reach them? How many times have I brought you to a place where you could release them? You held back, not out of spite, I know, but out of fear. Fear of being exposed. Fear of stirring up what's been buried. Fear of losing the little ground you've got left. But hear me, you won't fall apart. You'll be rebuilt. What you call weakness, I call a fresh start. In your broken places, I plant something new. In your falls, I dig deeper roots. When it all feels chaotic, that's where I step in. But you have to let me. I don't barge in where I'm not welcomed. I don't pry open doors you've locked tight. I knock, and you decide. If you let me into that shadowed part of your soul today, I promise light will come. Not a quick flash, not a fake glow to cover it up, but a real, steady light that grows. I'm talking about a light that warms you from the inside, a light that chases away shadows and lights up paths you thought you'd never walk again. You've gotten used to just surviving, but I want to show you how to live. You've settled for emotional scraps, shallow connections, heavy silences, but I made you for more. I created you for depth, for fullness, for real closeness. Even if the world shortchanged you, I can still give you everything you need, but you've got to choose. Stop running from yourself. Look inside, not with harshness, but with courage and kindness. You've been doing your best with what you've had, but now I want to give you more. I want to break you free from those endless loops, emotional traps, fear-driven choices, thoughts that tear you down before you even start. How many times have you stopped dreaming because you thought, that's not for me? How many doors did you skip because you felt, I don't deserve it? That's not my voice. That's rejection, shame, self-sabotage talking. Today, I'm teaching you to spot those lies and stop listening. The only voice you need is mine, and I'm saying, you are my child. You have worth. You have a future. You have a place at my table, in my arms, in my story. No mistake, no abandonment, no wound can erase that. The key to your freedom is closer than you think. It's in real repentance, yes, but also in accepting my forgiveness and finding the guts to say, I can't do this alone, and letting me take it from there. One day, you'll laugh at what makes you cry now. You'll look back and say, I was healed. You'll be stunned by the peace that settles where chaos lives today. You'll see people step into your life, not to take, but to walk with you. And you'll know it was me, because you let me in. You might feel stuck in the dark right now, but no darkness is too deep for me. I am the light, and where I show up, everything shifts. Don't be afraid to open up. Don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to start fresh today. Take a moment and ask yourself, what pain am I still holding back from God? What lie am I still buying about myself? Hand it over in a quiet prayer if you want. I'm listening, my child. You've come this far thinking it's the end, but you're actually at the edge of a new start. Everything inside you might scream you can't take much more. Your strength's fading. Your faith isn't what it was. Your heart's tired of hoping just to be let down. I know every bit of that. I've been with you through every ache and doubt. But today, I'm telling you, you're not about to fall. You're about to be lifted. You don't see it yet, but something's already moving inside you. The second you opened your heart to hear me, I started stirring things up, clearing out the junk in your soul, waking up. Hope you didn't know was still there. Now let me remind you who you really are. You're not just the sum of what's been done to you. You're not your mistakes. You're not cursed to relive your parents' pain. You're a reflection of my love, a living piece of an eternal promise. You're more than your slip-ups, more than your fears, more than the no's you've heard. You're mine, and if you're mine, you're an heir to everything I've got ready for you. Heirs don't beg for love or chase approval. Heirs lift their heads, even with hearts still mending. Heirs know their fathers got it covered, even the stuff they can't figure out. You weren't born to crawl through life, always on edge, waiting for the next hurt. That's what trauma taught you. But I didn't call you to scrape by on leftovers. I called you to abundance, love, peace, meaning. To get there, you've got to step out of the victim spot and back into your place as my child. Kids know they're loved. Even when they don't feel it, they trust. Even when they can't see it, they keep going. Even when it stings, they stay. That's what you're going to relearn. How to live like you belong, like you've got a father, like you've got a safe place. Even when the world feels like it's crumbling, you're not alone and you're not lost. You're guided, even if the full path isn't clear yet. The next step will show up when you trust enough to stand. Yes, standing hurts. It hurts because your legs are shaky, because you've gotten used to staying low, because your soul's clung to the ground, but you weren't made to stay down. There's a moment when you have to rise, not out of pride or stubbornness, but because you decide it's time. You've cried, you've shattered, you've gone quiet. Now it's time to get up. I'm not throwing you out there empty-handed. I'm telling you, you are the weapon. Your life, your voice, your story. They've got power. If you thought you were done, you're mistaken. The biggest wins come from those who nearly quit, but gave it one more shot. You're being called to live, not just get by. To restore, not just hang on. To make a mark, not fade away. Your story will heal people. Your standing will spark hearts. Your presence will bring peace, because you carry something bigger than you know. You're stronger than you think, not because of your own grit, but because of who's holding you. That's why I'm here saying, it doesn't end here. It doesn't end in abandonment, betrayal, or failure. Where the world sees a full stop, I see a comma. Where you see a desert, I see a setup. Where you see loneliness, I see a chance to draw close. You'll smile without forcing it again. You'll love without holding back. You'll wake up without that weight. You'll thank yourself for not quitting, and you'll see that what you're facing now isn't punishment. It's a calling, a refining. It's me saying, I love you too much to let you settle for less than what I've got for you. Now, I need you to believe, not with a shaky, feel-good faith that flips with your mood, but with a steady faith that says, even if I don't feel it, I'll trust. Even if I'm scared, I'll step forward. Even if I'm crying, I'll let go. You're not alone. You never were. But now, more than ever, I want to show you what happens when you live that truth. So ask yourself honestly, what's been holding me back from standing tall? Give it to me right now. I'm here. I always have been. Have you ever noticed how some scars say more than words ever could? How a single look can carry everything, even in silence. The world needs what you've got. It needs what you've survived. That pain you thought would trap you forever. It's actually the ground where I planted something eternal. I'm not saying it was easy or fair. I know exactly what it cost you. I know the nights when you felt the earth slip away, the days your voice disappeared, the mornings when getting up felt impossible. But you're still here. You kept going. That's a miracle already. And now, I'm telling you, what nearly broke, you will lift others up. Someone out there needs your story. Someone will find hope because they see you starting again. Someone will choose life because they see you choosing it. You don't need fancy words or a sermon. Just Be you, real and present. The heart I've healed carries healing in its every move, its every hug, its every glance. You've got more impact than you realize. You don't need a spotlight, just wholeness. And even if you're not fully there yet, you can still make a difference along the way. You don't have to wait to be ready to bear fruit. My strength shines brightest in your weakness. I didn't choose you despite your pain. I chose you through it. Some people will never step into a church, but they'll meet heaven just by seeing you. You're a living letter, proof I don't give up halfway. Your life will be a safe place for those caught in the storms you've weathered, but you've got to step into that calling. It's not a heavy religious duty or a burden. It's a wake-up call. You have a purpose bigger than your failures, your story, your fears. Purpose isn't about being perfect. It's about saying yes, one step at a time, even when you don't see the full picture. You'll be amazed at what I do through you. Doors will open where you only saw walls. People will say, I felt peace near you. Not because of pride, but because a heart I've restored carries my presence, my light, my change. You've hidden your scars like they're flaws, but they're medals of survival. They're proof darkness tried and failed. They're living signs of grace winning out. Stop being ashamed of what you've been through. Use it to lift up those who've fallen, just like you did once. Remember when you thought there was no way out. Now you're the way out others are searching for. You're the answer, living proof of my faithfulness. To live this, you need to take a stand, not with loud noise or raw force, but with a quiet choice every day. Decide, I won't go back to that pain. I won't buy the lies that tied me down. I won't live like I'm a mistake. I'll be with you in every one of those choices, strengthening you, guiding you, reminding you you're called to more. I want to restore who you are. I want you to walk light with dignity, knowing you matter, because you do. Your worth isn't measured by human scales. You've got a light no darkness can put out. You're not alone, and you'll never walk like you are again. If the world tries to make you forget, hold on to this. Keep these words like a map. On the tough days, they'll lead you back to me. Your journey counts. Your steps are seen. Your stumbles are understood. It's all part of a story I'm writing with my own hands. You'll look back and be thankful for the fights. You'll say it was worth not quitting. You'll smile with a joy that doesn't hinge on what's happening around you. You'll wake up knowing you're living exactly what you were made for. And when that day comes, you'll remember this moment. You'll see that loneliness was just the dirt where I planted your mission. Take a deep breath now and tell yourself, I have a purpose. My pain has meaning. God will still use me. Say it, even if it feels odd. Speak it out, because what you claim in faith, heaven backs up with power. You've heard my voice, and even if you don't get it all, something's shifting inside you. It's like your heart, after wandering down dead-end roads, finally found home. That's what's happening. You're coming back to me, not just to a belief or a system, but to me. And here, where it all started, I don't greet you with rules. I welcome you with open arms. You fought so hard to survive, to fit in, to find your spot in the world. Now it's time to find your place with me. Here, you don't have to fake it, explain yourself, or prove a thing. You're seen, known, loved, just as you are. That loneliness that trailed you, it doesn't run the show anymore. It might pop up as a memory or a shadow, but now You know, you were never alone. Not in the quiet days, not in the tearless nights, not when you tried to push me away. I was there. I'm here. And I'll be with you in every tomorrow. But today, I'm not just here to mend you. I'm here to set you in motion. Now that you know you're loved, seen, and purposed with something eternal, it's time to live it. Step out of that emotional hiding spot. Let the light I've put in you shine. You don't need to be flawless, just real. The world's tired of masks, tired of empty talk, tired of shallow fixes. But a heart that's honest and willing, that shifts everything. That's the heart you're finding again today. Sure, hard days will still come. Fear will still whisper. You'll still want to pull back. But now, you know where to run for cover. Now, you know the voice that calls you by your true name. Now, you've got a forever reminder. You're a child of the Most High, and children don't live like captives. You're not chained to pain, fear, the past, or what people think. You're free, freed by a love that doesn't ask for perfection, just surrender. If you're ready to let go again today, even without seeing the whole road ahead, I promise I'll guide you in peace. You won't walk alone anymore. Not in your heart, not in your spirit. From now on, my presence isn't just comfort. It's your compass. You'll hear my voice in unexpected places. You'll feel my care in the little things. A hug, the morning sky, an old promise still holding strong. You'll see that spirituality isn't a struggle. It's a homecoming. Your life will start lining up. Pieces will fall into place. What felt like loss will turn into meaning. I'm the God who makes tears into seeds, deserts into bridges to something new. It's not about how you feel. It's about where you choose to step. If you walk with me, even slowly, even nervously, I'll take you further than you've ever dreamed. I know you've spent so many days wondering if you're enough. Enough to be loved, enough to be noticed, enough to matter. Let me settle that for you. You are more than enough to me. Before you took your first breath, I saw every piece of you. Your quirks, your quiet dreams, the parts you wish you could hide. And I said, this one is mine. You don't have to earn my affection. It's already yours. Every time you doubt your worth, I'm right there, whispering your true value. The world might measure you by what you do or what you've lost, but I measure you by who you are. My child, my treasure, my joy. Lift your chin today, not because you've got it all together, but because you're loved beyond what you can imagine. There's a restlessness in you, isn't there? A feeling that life should mean more than this endless cycle of trying and waiting and aching. You're right, it's not all there is. I didn't design you to just tread water, barely keeping your head up. I made you to dance through storms, to laugh in the face of shadows, to find joy that doesn't crumble when the day gets heavy. That restlessness is my nudge, calling you to something deeper. Stop settling for a life that's half-lived. Reach for me, and I'll show you a fullness that doesn't fade, a peace that holds steady, a purpose that lights up even your hardest moments. You've carried shame like a second skin, haven't you? Those moments you replay, those choices you regret, those times you felt too small to stand tall. They've convinced you you're less than you should be, but I see you differently. To me, your past isn't a stain. It's a story of survival, a canvas where I paint redemption. I don't flinch at your mess. I step into it. Give me that shame today. Peel it off and hand it over. I'll replace it with grace that feels like a warm breeze, lifting the weight you've lugged around too long. You're not defined by what you've done. You're defined by what I'm doing in you. Have you ever felt like you're shouting into a void? Like your prayers hit the ceiling and fall back unanswered? I hear you, even when it feels silent. Every whisper, every groan, every wordless cry. I catch them all. Sometimes I don't answer with what you expect because I'm working on something bigger, something you can't see yet. Trust me in the quiet. I'm not ignoring you. I'm shaping what's ahead. The delay isn't rejection, it's preparation. Keep talking to me, even when you're mad, even when you're tired. I'm closer than the air you breathe, listening with a father's heart. Your heart's been bruised by goodbyes, hasn't it? People who walked away, promises that broke, trust that shattered. It's left you guarded, afraid to hope too hard. But I'm not like them. I don't leave. I don't change my mind about you. When others turned their backs, I stayed, watching, waiting, holding you up when you didn't even know it. Let me mend those cracks. I want you to feel safe again, to love without bracing for loss, to rest knowing I'm the one who never walks out. You're not too broken for me. You're just right for my healing. There's a fire in you, even if it's flickering right now. Life's tried to snuff it out. Disappointments, exhaustion, fear. But it's still there because I put it there. That spark is my gift to you, a piece of my spirit that refuses to die. Fan it today. Let it grow. You're not meant to live, cold and numb, drifting through days like a ghost. I want you warm with passion, alive with courage, glowing with the kind of hope that startles the dark. You're not finished. I'm just getting started with you. I see the dreams you've buried, the ones you tucked away because they seem too big or too late. They're not gone. They're waiting. I planted those desires in you for a reason, and I don't let good things rot. What you thought was dead, I'm ready to bring back to life. Dare to dream with me again. Picture the impossible, and then watch me make a way. I'm the God who turns barren ground into gardens, who calls dry bones to dance. Your dreams aren't silly. They're seeds I'm watering, even now. You felt invisible, haven't you? Like you could vanish and no one would blink. But I see you, every single day, every fleeting thought, every hidden tear. You're not a shadow to me. You're a light I've set in the world. When you feel overlooked, I'm counting the hairs on your head. When you feel small, I'm calling you mighty. You don't need the world's eyes to matter. You've got mine, and I never look away. Step into that today. You're seen, not just by me, but for me. And that's enough to change everything. I'm not done with you, not even close. Where you see an ending, I see a doorway. Where you feel stuck, I'm clearing a path. You're not at the finish line. You're at a turning point, and I'm right here, ready to walk you through it. Don't give up now. The best is still coming. You'll feel my hand in the chaos, my voice in the noise, my love in the stillness. I've carried you this far because I've got plans you can't yet see. Plans to lift you, heal you, use you in ways that'll take your breath away. Stay with me. The road ahead is worth every step, and I promise you'll never take it alone. You're not alone. You never were, and you never will be. When the world forgets to say good morning, heaven sings over you. When no one sees your hurt, my spirit comforts you. When the future looks dim, my hand lights your next move. Even if everything around you screams otherwise, let the truth I've planted in you stand taller. You belong. You have worth. You have a destiny. Now that you know it, live like someone who's been found. Walk like you've got a father. Speak like you carry light. Hug like you've already been held by heaven. Today I, your God, wrote another chapter with you, and I can't wait for what's next. Don't forget, I'm with you to the very end. Take a deep breath now. Stay quiet for a few seconds and just say, thank you for never leaving me. Let that be your prayer, your strength, your truth. If these words hit your heart, pass them on to someone else who needs to hear. You're not alone. May the love that's carried you this far keep leading you forward. I'm with you. I'm for you. I love you forever. Amen.